Arizona governor, it is now illegal to record cops. I'm going to give you the background. Let's put up the picture of the individuals who led this charge. People will no longer be allowed to take close range recordings of the Arizona police under the new law signed by the governor, Doug Ducey. Also was sponsored by the other guy, the one on the left. His name is John Kavanagh, right? House Bill 2319, House Bill 2319, that law now makes it illegal for anyone within 8 feet of law enforcement to actively record the police. Violators could face a misdemeanor, but only after being verbally warned and continuing to record anyway. House Bill 2319 will make it a petty offense punishable with a fine for anyone found in violation of the potential law. However, offenders risk facing a misdemeanor charge if they fail to follow an officer's verbal warnings or have previously been convicted of violating the law. Well, here's what's interesting. And I know some people are going to say, well, Doc, I mean, 8 feet, you got to give people room here. You got to give the cops room to investigate, because cops like to say, oh, you're interfering with my investigation. Here's why this new law is problematic. The wording of the law does not provide any context or guidance if the officer is walking toward you. So let's say you are more than 8 feet away. Let's say you are recording. The officer starts walking to you. The officer walks toward you, and now all of a sudden you're recording a cop closer than 8 feet. The cop then charges you with a misdemeanor, seizes your phone, silences your story, loses your phone and evidence. You have to make bail. You're out 24 hours later, you have no cell phone. Do you see the problem? There's more. Exceptions were made for people at the center of an altercation with the police, anyone standing in an enclosed structure on private property where police activity was occurring, and occupants of a vehicle stopped by the police, as long as the recording in those instances did not interfere with police actions. It goes into effect on September 24th. Now remember, once again, they have written something in the law to say you can record if you're inside of a vehicle as long as that recording does not interfere with police actions. When does a recording interfere with police actions? Who determines if the recording is interfering with police actions? Oh, the police do, according to the law. There's more. Bystander videos of police have become increasingly common and at times expose police misconduct. It was instrumental in the case against former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin, who was filmed murdering George Floyd, and was ultimately convicted. Now remember, they didn't have that video. All those cops that engaged in the murder of George Floyd would still be cops right now, killing more people. Adrienne, thoughts on this?
I definitely think that bystander video evidence is so incredibly important so that we know what's going on, because there are so many municipal departments, cities, states that will put in, they'll put in the work, they'll put in the effort so that we never get to see the body cam footage. In fact, under Arizona law in Tempe, Lake Havasu, several other cities, they say that officer-worn body camera footage, it's number one gonna be redacted, but also that the entire video will be blurred to comply with privacy acts. So what we realize is that we're not going to get the video unless someone else who's a bystander presents it to us. And another thing we wanna be mindful of when it comes to Arizona is that, according to the Southern Poverty Law Center, Arizona has 42 anti-government and domestic terrorist hate groups. That's a lot. It's definitely known in Phoenix as well. It's a global headquarters for the Aryan Nations Knights of the Ku Klux Klan. And so you have a lot of hate groups operating within Arizona. You can't tell me that they are also not working in conjunction with law enforcement. And so if you do not have oversight with bystander footage, you are not going to have any semblance of accountability or in any way be able to hold these people to task for what they are doing, which is violating individuals' civil rights.